Let's talk about the technical setup of the market. Where exactly should you be placing your bets, and what is the chart patterns portending for the Nifty Bank, other individual indices as well. Let's bring on board Rohit Singre. He's the senior technical analyst with LKP Securities. Rohit, hi, good morning. Thanks for joining in on ET Now. Let's first start up by talking about Nifty. After that sell-off that came by for the previous two trading sessions, there was a bit of a halt on Wednesday, and we did see a nice steady recovery come by. So what's your view on the chart patterns for the benchmark?
Good morning. I think we have seen very good bounce in yesterday's session in the index. I think one can, one can make fresh long in the index at the current level. Also, need to keep stop loss at somewhere around 10,720 zone. Immediate target would be 10,830, which is very strong resistance for the index right now.
Okay, let's talk about Reliance Industries. I just flagged off a brokerage note that came by this morning, quite a positive one at that. Yesterday, the stock was high by more than 2%. Do you think, Rohit, that gaining momentum would continue today as well?
I think Reliance, we have seen a very good bounce in the counter yesterday's session. 1000 become very strong support for Reliance right now. So one can initiate fresh long at current level also for the target of 1040 on the immediate basis, and overall it would be 1060. One need to keep stop loss at 1000 levels.
And UPL, meantime, a big laggard yesterday in trade, not at all participating in that recovery that we witnessed in the markets. What's your stance over there?
UPL, we have seen a very good sell-off in yesterday's session. I think it become the sell on rise stock right now. So one can use any rise in the counter to make fresh short until and unless it is trading below 670. For the target, we may see 630 in the near term.
Okay, Interglobe Aviation, big crack seen over there. Of course, you've got to attribute it to that weak city note. We have, of course, even the aviation data, the monthly one that did disappoint. In fact, it was the lowest at many, many months. And finally, we had the ED accusing the company of certain FEMA violations. So lots of negative triggers which caused the stock to plummet yesterday in trade. What's your stance on this stock?
Indigo, again, the same structure. I think we have seen very good sell-off in yesterday's session. I think one can use every rise in the counter to make fresh shorts for the targets of 1100. 1170 would be the final stop loss for the making shorts in the Indigo.
All right, those are, of course, individual stocks. There were some big buzzers yesterday in trade. But let's talk about then your individual stock ideas. Rohit, what is it, according to you, that seems to be making news this morning, or rather not making news, but at least looking attractive on the charts?
My first idea would be for today is Adani Port. I think we have seen very good bounce in yesterday's session from its 200 DMA. I think that bounce should likely to continue in today's session also. So one can make the long position in Adani Port for the target of, let's say, 371 with keeping stop loss at 360 zone. My next stock would be Apollo Tyre. I think Apollo Tyre, we have seen very good short covering in the counter. I think one can initiate a fresh long in the Apollo Tyre for the targets of, let's say, 280 on the higher side. Need to maintain stop loss at 260 zone.
All right, Apollo Tyres is one of the buy picks that Rohit has. Thanks, Rohit, for that. Of course, do remember Apollo Tyres will also additionally benefit on account of the fall in rubber prices globally.